Bravo, Lupi. Bravísimo. Uy, ¿qué pasó? ¿Qué viste? Uy, 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 uy. No te preocupes, que aquí lo recibimos a los culeros.
Y con gusto. Ok. Acá el gallo de Tijuana ya se hizo rapper. Ya entendió.
Estoy pensando que está aquí en las vergas, pero...
Güey, ya lo dijiste, ya entendiste lo que es la vida. El Giuliani siempre está chingando a todo el mundo. El Giuliani, el que era el que era. Sí, ya.
Okay.
No, es que sí, me está acabando. Lo que es el Giuliani siempre está chingando a todo el mundo con verdades. Eso me encanta ese cabrón. Lástima que no se pueden poner esos cyber, ¿verdad que no? Siempre se chinga.
¿Cómo?
Así no graba bien, sale todo, sale parado.
Sí, no.
Como mi chile. Porque si no, le hubieran cambiado, ¿verdad?
Sí, sí, es live, no pues. Tienes como 3 likes ya. No pues.
Pues vale.
En serio, o sea, la gente esperando, güey.
Que se esperen, güey. Claro que son mis fans. Saben que todos los amo. Güey, ¿por qué estás más pinche? De repente tienes más de la esta. Lo que es esa mamada, lo que es el esta. No me hace chingo mi cámara, güey. Ni te peinaste, güey.
Dale, pues.
Ni te peinaste.
Es que traigo pelo largo.
¿De qué?
Traigo pelo largo.
Ay,
pero pues, empieza.
Ya quieres ser el new old money. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we have my man here, back from Tijuana, from Mexico. He is the superstar. They call him El Gallo de Tijuana, which means the game. The game bread.
Cock.
Kind of like
Mark. Tell how it is. Tell how it is.
Okay, he's a big cock in Mexico.
The cock of TJ.
The cock of TJ, okay? It has a different meaning when you say it in Spanish. It's El Gallo de Tijuana means you're like the rooster. It means like the big dog, the main guy in the area. Because you know there's a bunch of little chickens, little stupid ass chicks, and then you have the main cock. This is the big cock right here. So what do you got to say now that you're back again in Northern California, ready to rock and roll? Oh, we already had a great time today. We had a great time last time when you showed up. Now we get to chillax, talk a little bit about life.
Maybe just gotta say, send a message to Trump. So I'm gonna be back.
Don't be disrespectful.
No problem
Trump,
with migration.
Okay.
Good. No, I love my nigga Trump.
What happened to you, bro? You got kicked out of the country or what? Tell me the truth, bro.
No, the truth is...
Because all of a sudden Trump got into the house. Trump got the White House and you took off.
No, the thing is...
You took off to Mexico. Hey, don't report him.
The thing is, you know, a lot of trannies, a lot of weird stuff happening around here.
But Trump's cleared it up. Now there's only 2 sexes.
So goddamn. But I'm back.
You're back. You're with the trannies.
For a little while.
You know, I noticed right when you left, there was a lot less trannies in our country.
Oh, yeah?
Is anything like the same?
But you're still here, man.
I'm still here.
You're here with the big tits, the long hair.
Big
you're ready a tranny, bro.
Exactly.
What's going on?
I'm fucking...
You can't even light up the cigar. What's going on?
I'm milking too. You want some more tea? I'm milking too.
Hell no.
So what's up with you, man? Tell me what's the good life from TJ. It's because here's the thing. There's certain cities in this world that everyone wants to know about. For example, people want to know about the Bay Area. What's going on in the Bay Area? People want to know what's going on in LA. People want to know what's going on in New York. People want to know what's going on in Miami. People want to know what's going on in London. People want to know what's going on in Guadalajara. People want to know what's going on in Bogotá, in Medellin. There's some cities in the world that people want to know. And people want to know what's going on in the border of Mexico. What's going on in Tijuana, bro?
Well, Tijuana right now is always dangerous city, dangerous place. Lots of good-looking... You know what?
What? Tell me. I don't know. Tell me.
Some good-looking hoes. We got the best place in the world. Look, you know my friend. You know who I'm gonna tell. I don't want to say his name.
Let's say Billy.
Yeah, let's say Billy.
Let's say
Billy. Been to all the strip clubs.
Let's say John. Nothing. Let's say
This guy been to all the strip clubs in the world.
Okay.
Amsterdam, Thailand, China, all over the fucking place. He told me, do you know what's the best strip club in the world?
What did John Nathan tell you about what was the best strip club in the world?
Tell me, man, there's no place like
No. I want to hear the accent. I want to hear his accent. And what? Orlando?
You know, man. You know, man. I just gotta tell you, the host, CJ, they different.
The host and TJ
Different.
What
But
is
it's
different?
expensive now. The thing is,
What
it's
is it?
expensive now.
But tell me what is different when he says different. What does different mean?
Well, he gives you this look. He gives you that. Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
You know, gives you his
He's
camera,
dirty
like,
old man.
Oh yeah. You know, that's what he does. That's his thing.
He does get that crazy look, huh?
Yeah.
I remember when we were in Guadalajara.
Fucks bitches in the pool, bro. Everybody looking.
That's true, huh?
Just like you.
Damn,
You
Jonathan.
do the same thing.
No, I'm the whale in the pool. I'm the whale. I'm the shark. I'm the killer whale. I'm the killer whale.
Nah, but you know, Tijuana is good. You know, nice food.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's cheap compared to here, the Bay, and so what? But
What else has been going on? Like, so people are right now, people in the United States think that Mexico has immigration problems because everyone's getting kicked out. But people don't know that, yeah, sometimes they're getting kicked out. And what border towns are they getting kicked out to? Do they actually get sent to Tijuana, Nogales? Because that was the first 4 months, right, of the Trump administration. Now, I know they're going to start getting sent to Chiapas, all the way to the south side of Mexico, which that's going to be a long bear crawl all the way back up to the border, right? Because before they get kicked out, they'd be around the border, and they'd be like, let me get a couple of tacos to go, because I'm going right across that border again. And they'd be right back here again. So, where exactly are they getting kicked out to? What cities?
I have no fucking clue, but not TJ.
I know, not TJ.
Not
That's the
TJ.
thing about TJ, because it's too easy to come back. But
Yeah,
what do you think? But what do you think they're getting kicked out? I would not even think Nogales.
No, I think the south of the country, like you're saying, Chiapas and all those states,
But that's
all the way down.
But that's now. What was it before? Do you know?
I have no idea.
They don't even talk about that, huh?
No, actually, in Mexico, man, I think it's more about media stuff. Because in Mexico, like, it really doesn't affect so much. I'm gonna say something. Since Trump came, he did talk with the Mexican president, and
The woman?
yes, and thing has changed a lot. Now we don't see people from Salvador. Like before, we see like 400 people just walking by the whole country just to go to the States. Now we don't see that because Trump, even though, you know, at the camera and in the news, she doesn't say, "Oh yeah, I'm doing stuff with Trump." He always says, "No, we're gonna, you know, defend our country. We're doing our own stuff."
Yeah.
But you know, when they God damn, we're doing a fucking podcast. And you bring your fucking phone ass shit?
Bro, I'm gonna click this up, send it to my boy Alex Bañuelos. You guys want to talk to a badass realtor? My boy Alex Bañuelos, he's been in business for 40 years. And you want to be disrespectful to my boy Alex? Shh, bro.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm gonna shout out to my boy Isaac, also another
We've
badass realtor,
been
Isaac.
back for months, and the first thing you do is not put your phone on silence? What the fuck?
Look, you're trying to act like this is the first podcast I've done in months. Bro, I've been working without you. And I'm going to tell you the truth, the podcast have actually been better without you. So you got a long way to go.
Yeah.
If you want to get
think
better,
so?
you want to get back on the A team. Because right now, I don't know if you're B team, C team, or what. Right now, you're pretending to be A team, which I appreciate. I like it that you're here.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
But you need to step your game up right now. Because I ain't about this bullshit, okay? You know,
Okay,
fucking
okay.
bring your shit, be real, be honest, and give these guys the real talk about what's going on in Tijuana, what's going on all in California, because now you be pimping hoes like dominoes up and down the border here in California. So you need to tell these guys what's going on. You know, you got a few more white hair, bro. What's stressing you out? Because I got less white hair. If you look at my shit, you can say it's trending, but it's black. You got a few more black hair. Let me tell you guys a secret. I'm going to tell you guys something very personal right now.
I'll let you talk.
I'm-
You continue. I'm going to light my cigar, you can talk.
So here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you guys something that you know, it's the inside scoop, which us as podcasters, we kind of don't let a lot of people know about the secrets. But let me tell you about what was the A side over here, which is trying to come back on into the A side. Here's set it off.
This is
So
what
my
I'm telling you. You see? You're the A game. You've been going to this calls, and you're the A game. We're fucked, bro. That's why this fucking podcast only has like 3 views per video. That's why.
Actually 2.
That's why.
It's actually 2, and that's only me and you.
Yeah.
You're the ones that view it.
Exactly.
So the reason While Orlando sits on that side. You want to tell him why, or should I tell him? Okay, I'll tell him since you
Yeah,
want
you
me to
tell
tell
me.
him. So the reason Orlando sits on that side, he says, oh, it's because when I sit this way, this is my good side right here. My skin is better. I feel my nose is a better angle right here. This eye glistens a little more. And then right here on this right side, I have the white side. Like, what are you talking about the white side? Oh, because he looks like a little, like, he's got like George Clooney look going on right here. So he's embarrassed, he wants to hide it. But I go, bro, just flash that George Clooney stuff. I call it the Alejandro Fernandez look because Alejandro Fernandez, he's one of the most best and most famous singers in Mexico. He's the son of Vicente Fernandez, the father of Alex Fernandez. And
nobody gives a fuck about that.
Yes, they do. They care. And so he has white hair up and down since he was in his 20s. That's why I told him, don't worry about it. It's because you're destined to be a multi-millionaire famous, right? Just like Alejandro Fernandez is. The problem is Alejandro Fernandez has so many women that he got bored of women. And then what happened?
He turned out like you, gay.
He started like men. So, I hope you don't do that. You start.
Okay. Are you done?
I'm done.
After like a fucking 20 minutes talk.
People want to know. People care.
You said you had less white hair. You're right. Because you have less hair now, oh man. That's why. That's easy. I'm not losing hair. That's why it's white. But you're losing here.
Let me tell you guys, all the New Money podcast fans, okay, especially you older guys. I know we got more older guys. You guys like this is a good conversation, and I'm probably like older than you guys, even though you guys look way older than me, of course. Let me tell you the secret to my hair. I got this thing, okay, my hair. It's two things. I'm gonna tell you one of them today, and next time I'll give you another one. Why my hair doesn't fall out? Why it gets full like this? It's okay. I'm gonna tell you one secret. There's actually three, but because I just added one right now. Okay. Well, I'm gonna say the two, but then the three one that I'm gonna make up, I'm gonna come up with in a later podcast. But there's this thing called botana, Botana, botana oil or botana cream, and you put it on your hair, and it opens up your pores, and you grow hair again. And it's legit. It legit worked. I should get a sponsor for this stuff. Cause look at my beautiful glistening hair, right? And so this is a normal that a half a century-year-old man has awesome black hair like this, and I credit it to a lot of stuff, right? I ate a lot of raw eggs. So that helps a lot, right? Like a rocky sound. So I ate a lot of raw eggs. I put that little oil of botana. I ate a lot of salmon. I ate lamb. But I think that what really started to spark my hair coming back, like even thicker, was botana oil. So I just put it on at night. I know, someone else puts it on. And so they put it on, massage it with my scalp. And then little by little, I started seeing the hair start growing back again. Like, more fuller, bro. I was like, damn, I look younger than you. And so I was like, damn, this is smooth. Sexy as hell. So that's one of the things that I use. I'm going to find a sponsor.
I'm going to tell you something. What you're saying is actually true.
I know it is.
No, it's actually true. Like, you grow, like, if you were, this for all our viewers that may be losing hair, what Abel just said is true.
It is.
If you don't want to lose your hair, you put that. It's not expensive. It's not something crazy. It's not fucking pseudoscience. It's not. It's 100% real.
But it's like muscle. You got to be consistent with it.
Yeah, you have to be putting it on and everything. Mm-hmm. But it's true. It's true. It's
That's one of them. That's one of them. I got other things. But as long as you put on consistently, that stuff with the other stuff.
Man, that's a secret. Like that's a
lot of people
Hollywood actors do that, and it's true. It's 100% true. Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised that you know about that shit.
Bro, I know everything. Ask me something else. Ask me who's gonna win the fight between, let's say, you know what, for all of our fight fans, let's talk about something that we like to talk about, right? Because obviously you know I'm a genius. I know all this shit. Health, wealth, growing your hair back, you know what I mean? Having a six-pack way hidden, way deep in here. I know why this angle makes me look a little bigger. You know, I thought I was losing a little bit of weight. But let's talk about this. Who, as far as fight fans, dude, I can talk about fights. Who would fight? Who would win in this fight? Who would win against this fight? Let's talk about the heavyweight division. Heavyweight decision or light heavyweight or
let's start with heavy, like you. Let's start with heavyweight. Like
well, first of all, let me tell you something. I'm glad this boring Bilal lost his title. I'm going to clip this up. Boring Bilal. I'm glad you lost a title. Bro, I wish me and you could fight so I can show the whole world. You can't even finish a 50-year-old man, bro. That's how boring you are. What are you going to do? Hold my legs, snip my crotch, be a crotch snip, and put me to sleep? Dude, while you're fighting, you're going to put me to sleep. While you're trying to beat me up, I'm going to be like, bro, just like a fight. Oh, I'm falling asleep. Boring Bilal. I'm glad you lost your title. Even though, you know, I'm glad you were champion because that's something I never got to do. But you're still fucking boring. So here's the thing. let's talk about the heavyweights, bro. Some fights that might not ever happen. Fights that should have happened, and fights that maybe might happen.
Yeah.
Who's the top 3 names? Top 3 names that are in your mind as far as heavyweights. Active or maybe kind of active or should have been active. You
John
pick 2, I'll pick 1. Okay. That's an easy one.
Yeah.
Okay. Who else?
Ngannou.
You pick 2? How do you pick the black guys, bro? You're racist, bro. You pick Ngannou and John Jones. I'm gonna pick the white guy.
How would I be racist if I'm picking the black guys? It'll be.
You're racist against the white guys, and I like the white guys. I like my white folks more. So.
You know the thing is, the white guys.
Yeah, I said it.
They get their fucking wives get fucked.
No, they don't.
And
oh
look,
my
listen,
God, you're so racist, bro.
By Mexicans like me, by black dudes.
Bro, I don't know what to say about
If
this right
look, if white men don't bring their shit together, they're not gonna be normal whites.
The good thing is all my white friends are fucking awesome and they all got a square away. Maybe the guys you hang out with, I don't know, maybe John Nathan. Is that what his name was? John Nathan? Maybe they're
I love my guy John.
Or maybe a guy
Leave
named
John alone.
maybe a guy named Roberto, that's a white guy. Roberto?
Who the fuck is that guy?
Who the fuck is that guy?
Who the fuck is that guy?
Rob?
I don't know.
You don't know Roberto?
Is your best friend?
No,
Is that your
no.
best friend? I think that's your best friend. Oh, anyway.
Okay, so let's get back to our point. You pick 2 black guys because you're racist, because you want to send them like slaves fighting or what? What's wrong with you, man? I picked the white guy. I think the white guy's gonna smoke him. Aspinall. You pick Ngannou, John Jones, and I pick Aspinall. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I agree with top 3.
Okay, so let's say about the fight that was supposed to happen. Ngannou, dude, you got a bad accent. Who cares? So Ngannou and John Jones.
Mm-hmm.
When were they supposed to fight? What year was it? Do you remember?
That was fucking cool. But about like 3 years ago.
2022.
3 years ago.
Maybe 21. Maybe 4 years ago. Maybe 21. Yeah.
I don't know.
So.
They were supposed to fight.
So they were supposed to fight. Ngannou and John Jones were supposed to fight. And everyone loves Ngannou until recently when he crashed into someone, right? And who knows what happened, right? We don't know if he's found guilty or not guilty yet. But maybe the guy should pay a driver. Pay someone to drive. He's got the same problem John Jones does. Yeah. John Jones will be crashing into pregnant chicks. And Ngannou will be crashing into girls.
With guys drinking and driving. I really don't get it, man. I really don't get it. I mean, you have to be a fucking G if you want to drive drunk.
Not even, bro. You can't even drive drunk. No one in the right mind should ever drive drunk.
I agree. But if you're gonna do it like I don't know, Mexico or something like that.
Do it like in Africa.
Do it like
Ngannou crashed in Africa.
Do it like a TJ.
Do it like a TJ. In TJ, you would know, right? But even Ngannou, he crashed in Africa, bro.
No, never drink and drive.
Never drink and drive.
Never drink. That's stupid. Isn't that like the best way to win your life? Either because you die or because you kill someone. It's like extremely stupid doing that. Stay home. Call a couple bitches. Hey, what's up?
Hoes.
I want to have fun.
Or horse.
Yeah, or whatever. Whatever that. Just, hey, you know, want to spend some fun time at home. I got the best drinks. I got this. I got that. That's it.
Okay.
Like, why go out? You know?
I agree,
especially if you have all that money and all that stuff. Like, why would you do something like that? Right?
Exactly. And that's the thing. I don't understand about drinking and driving. But you know what? Ngannou right now is in the thick of it. John Jones is out of all that mess. I think he's acting Christian right now for another 6 months, 8 months. He's in Thailand. No, he's messing with the trannies. No. He's back to the trannies. John Jones. You see John Jones is being thrown around by his Khabib's team all the way in the sky. And he was like, yeah, grab me. No homo, grab me. Grab me. Pause. So all this funny stuff, right?
Yeah.
So going back to the fight game. Let's take up the first matchup that was supposed to happen. Ngannou versus John Jones. That fight was talked about for how many years? Year and a half? 2 years? Would have happened, could have happened, should have happened. This fight was talking about when Ngannou was still knocking the blocks right after he knocked off
John Jones wins that fight.
Bro.
I'm going to tell you why. You want me to tell you why?
Okay, tell me, I want to know.
Look.
Here's the thing, me and my man right here, we talk a lot about fights, and for some reason we seem to agree on almost nothing when it comes to fights, right? I don't know why, even though we know so much about fighting, supposedly, right? So, John Jones, why do you think he beats Ngannou?
Look, Stipe Miocic beat Ngannou, right? And in that fight, Ngannou...
Oh, wait. They fought again, bro.
I know.
Okay, go ahead.
But he looked human. Ngannou doesn't have that hand speed. He loads up all those punches. He loads them up. It's not like Aspinall is super fast. Aspinall can do it here like a boxer. Ngannou has to like load the punch and then you throw it. That's why he got knocked out by Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
But that's boxing, right? We're talking about me. Anyway,
people with pillows.
Anyway, this guy.
What, bro? They're big ass pillows. They're 16 ounces, 14 ounces, 12 ounces. Who cares? When you get hit by one of those punches, you should be like, it didn't hurt. Anyways, go on with the next part. So you think
he doesn't have the cardio? That's what I'm trying to say. Doesn't have the cardio. Doesn't have the footwork.
Wait, hold up. How do you say he doesn't have the cardio anymore?
He doesn't have the
cardio. He went 5
cardio.
rounds with Stipe Miocic. No, he wasn't full blast in the fight, but he got better.
No, but he doesn't have the cardio. At the pace of John Jones, with the IQ of John Jones, he can't do it. He can't do it. The only way Ngannou wins, first round knockout. That's the only way. And obviously Jones gonna know that, and he's gonna try to bring it to the ground. He's gonna try to run away.
It's not gonna. Doesn't even have to be a first round knockout. It could be a second, a third, a fourth, or a fifth.
I'm telling you, he got gassed out. Look what happened with Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, but that was boxing.
Doesn't matter.
And that thing with Joshua at 30.
Do you think his jaw's gonna be the same?
They wrapped up his stuff.
The chin's gonna be the same from Ngannou?
They wrapped up his stuff with extra stuff, so it was like harder. Anthony Joshua cheated.
Come on, bro.
He cheated. They wrapped up his stuff with extra
cheat.
tape, and they put on the plastic stuff. They taped it, so it felt like it was cement.
Nah.
Just like they did in the old days, and they cheat. Yeah.
Bro, stop being ridiculous.
That's what really happened.
I saw a fight. Look, he had his hands low. He got perfectly caught with a 1-2.
1-2.
Boxing, MMA, and boxing.
That 1-2 is nice though, huh?
Man, I'm telling you, for everybody that's a fighter who loves to fight, you can never be perfect at the 1-2. It's like the most basic combination, and it's the best combination. Everybody gets knocked out with that.
Yeah.
Everyone
gets touched with that.
It's just a simple 1-2. But if you do it right with the distance and power and speed, you can knock out anybody.
Yeah.
Even if you're losing a fight, you can knock somebody out. Just win it 1-2.
And even if you throw over and over and over again, it's gonna connect sooner or later. I hope.
If you go low, then you go up, you get him. Anyway, John Jones wins. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows.
Bro, how do you not have no fight IQ? How do you not have no fight IQ? After all the experience that Ngannou has, okay, fighting at heavyweights. How many fights has John Jones fought at heavyweights? How many?
Okay,
Two?
I'm gonna tell you.
Two, just because you don't know.
I'm gonna tell you something.
You're welcome for me educating.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. Who has more experience fighting, John Jones or Ngannou?
Bro, you don't know how many fights Ngannou's fought in Africa. He might have been fighting in Africa too, bro.
Who has more experience?
John Jones.
John Jones.
Oh, you're talking about on books. On the books.
On the books, on what we know. John Jones. Look at the resume of John Jones. Experience, he wins. He fought better opposition, and he has fought more times.
He fought old ass people.
No,
he fought Daniel Cormier when he was like 40 years old. Yeah. Yeah, he fought everyone old. Look, all the old fighters. Vitor, old. Shogun, old. Forrest Griffin, old. Everyone was old.
Why nobody was beating them?
Because everyone was old.
No.
They're like my age.
This is what I was telling you the other day too.
Okay.
Let's say John Jones is on steroids. Let's say he's on steroids.
Okay. He was on steroids.
Let's say he is.
Those pico grams.
Let's say he is. Let's say they were old. The fighters who were fighting, they were old. Okay, why is there no other John Jones? Because there's guys that's taller John Jones. There's guys that has better speed, maybe more power, same arm length, leg length.
No one has arm length or leg length like John Jones.
There's a guy that's like 7 foot in UFC. I don't remember the name.
Stroganoff or?
It's a guy that is like he's shit. So what I'm telling you, what I'm trying to say is,
he's not shit. He was heavyweight. He was good.
He's shit, bro.
Oh my god.
What I'm trying to say is,
no fight IQ.
Even though you might say, oh, he has disadvantage and disadvantage. Okay. Why is nobody? Everybody has disadvantages the same as John Jones. He's not even a quarter as good as John Jones. Why? Tell me why.
Who said not a quarter? Who are you to measure a man's quarter of a fighter, bro?
Everybody knows.
Who are you? A quarter of John Jones?
Ask Dana White.
No, you know why Dana White was saying that? Because he was trying to hype him up to come back and fight. All Dana White was doing was trying to hype up a man and have him come back to fight.
He says he's the best. Ever.
Why? Because he wants him to come back to fight. That's why.
No.
He's trying to, because he knows he's scared of Tom Aspinall. He's scared of Tom Aspinall.
Okay.
John Jones.
So you admit it. Ngannou got beat.
No.
That's what I'm trying to say. Because you're not saying Aspinall. So
No,
that means you're already acting. Ngannou doesn't matter.
No, let's act. No, okay. I'm saying
we're talking about Ngannou.
Ngannou.
Yeah.
But I can't change the subject in the middle of the conversation.
No, you can't.
Okay, cool. Ngannou. All the experience he has now, okay, especially training for a 12-round boxing match. He's got conditioning now. Now he's patient, okay? Okay, so that guy Joshua got lucky. Lucky with the 1-2. Absolutely lucky. He got lucky 2 times because he dropped him twice with that. Nasty. Despicable. Unconscious. He didn't know where Ngannou didn't know where he was at. Ngannou thought he was back in Jupiter. And I believe it was all luck.
Right.
And that's why I think John Jones, he gets touched up by Ngannou because now John Jones knows he's got to wrestle him. Okay? And Ngannou knows I got my protective defense on for the takedown, and I just need one fucking
Ngannou
rocket.
doesn't know how to wrestle.
Oh, he's got he can defend.
You see what Music did to him?
The first fight only? Oh, so he can't get no better?
No, he
can't get no better.
He's older.
He can't get no better.
He's like you.
Bro,
He's old.
and I'm getting better too.
No, you ain't getting better.
Bro, I'm collecting, are you collecting medals right now? No, bro.
Yeah.
You're talking shit about my skills, bro. I'm an athlete. I'm a divine creature when it comes to
That's not what the striking coach told me, man. Striking, I'll tell you something, dude.
Okay.
Striking coach says
Let's hear it.
Abel only picks up fights with small guys. This guy's weighed like 500 pounds. That's it. He only picks a fight with 100 pounds. So that's what the striking coach told me. I don't know.
But I pick a fight with people that have fast hands, like Fast Hands Eddie. That's what I pick fights with. So what? They're smaller than me. Who cares? But they're fast. So it's pretty even, right? Okay, let's get back to Ngannou and John Jones. Here's the thing. When Ngannou gets prepared for a fight, like he got prepared to fight Stipe Miocic, a wrestler, which he knew he got dominated for 5 rounds. Remember the way that Ngannou was getting up after each round? And he's sick. Yeah, Ngannou, after the Miocic fight, he's getting wrestled and beat down.
I tell you, he has no cardio.
No, that was the first fight, bro. And then he came back in the second fight and he was ready to go. And he knocked out Stipe Miocic,
What do you got to say about
the greatest heavyweight of all
fight?
time.
What do you got to say about the Cyril Gane fight? We lost that shit too.
Cyril versus Ngannou or Cyril versus John Jones?
Yeah.
Ngannou. Okay.
What do you got to say about that?
So at that fight, I'm going to say Ngannou was playing with Cyril. He's just practicing. He thought this is a wrestling match just for fun. I said, I'm going to appoint him. I'm going to do whatever I want with him. I'm going to pretend this guy's John Jones, and I'm going to wrestle him. I'm going to hump him to death.
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't know how to wrestle.
And so he wrestled Ngannou. He
He
wrestled
got
Cyril. He beat Cyril in wrestling. He wrestled him for fun, and then he beat him. Yes, he did.
Cyril Gane beat
Ngannou? No.
Yeah, let me check.
Bro,
Let me check.
bet me $1 that you're wrong. Bet me $1. I'll look it up, and I'll keep telling people about the fight game, because obviously you don't. Bet me $1, bro. Don't be scared. Gentlemen's bet. Okay. So what happened was, I believe a fighter can get better as time goes on, especially after a loss, right? No one wants to lose. But we all gotta admit, we all lose, right? We lose in the gym, we lose in front of our crowds, we lose when we get paid. All right, sometimes the records take a little, someone's O's got to go, right? And so Ngannou's O was gone, but when he fought Cyril, he wrestled him. And that was a thing on him. Everyone was saying, oh no, Cyril, it wasn't even a good wrestler. It took forever for him to wrestle. I know him, right? So you owe me $1.
Decision. Yeah.
You owe me $1. And so he wrestled them because he wanted to practice. It off. And so with that's why I know that Ngannou would smoke John Jones because he's trained. Now, when it comes to Aspinall.
Okay, let's agree that we disagree. So let's go to Aspinall.
Okay. Aspinall.
What happens?
Aspinall versus who?
John Jones.
Okay, John Jones. Aspinall's too thick, too strong, too fast, too cunning. He's got a chin.
He's not thick. For a heavyweight, he's not thick.
What are you talking about?
He's,
not
he's
thick.
a lean heavyweight.
But he's thick. He's at 265.
But he's not
He walks around at 265. He doesn't even have to cut weight like all these other cheaters. So Aspinall is too quick, too much, too quick to be everything. He's just everything. It's too much. The only thing John Jones got is some experience and his reputation. Why do you think John Jones does not want to take that fight? He got offered $30 million, right? $30 million. That's like $1 million at one point. $1 million a minute.
Okay.
25 minute fight.
Mm-hmm.
$1 million a minute is what he's going to get paid. And he said, no, so I'm going to get beat up and I'm going to lose my perfect record. I understand it. He's scared.
Look.
John Jones is scared.
No. Look. Aspinall and John Jones' power, they're the same.
Oh, bro.
They're the same.
Stop it.
They're
Stop
the same.
it.
Speed, Aspinall has the speed over Jones. I agree with that.
And power.
Experience, John Jones.
Barely by a hair.
No. Look.
Okay.
Aspinall hasn't even. We don't know how he's gonna fight after a third round. He's never been to a 5-round fight. All his fights have been done in the first round, and one of them was in the second round.
He trains for 5 rounds, bro. His
We don't
daddy's
know about
watching
that.
it.
Well, look,
His dad-
I'm telling you, the
what do you mean?
experience, the IQ, the cardio. We don't know how he's gonna
I know.
react to that.
I know. 'cause he
We already
texted.
talked about the Uganda fight. How he reacted when he went to long distance. He got fucked up. He was tired. He was. You said it. You
Ngannou,
said
but not
it.
Aspinall.
I know, but what I'm trying to say is that experience is. a
So we
factor.
agree.
It's a
Aspinall
victor.
beats John Jones. How about Ngannou versus Aspinall? Who wins?
No, John Jones wins against Aspinall. The reason I'm gonna tell you why John Jones is not gonna fight Aspinall because I talked to him last night.
Okay, what do you say? Did he text you or you on
No, call.
WhatsApp?
No, call.
You on
FaceTime.
Oh shit. Okay.
Because
so
John went Thailand.
you spoke to
was
Johnny
hanging out here
Bones
with your
Jones.
friend John Jones.
Yeah.
Wants to talk. So yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, he's already the GOAT.
Okay.
At least for some people. Top 3, easy. History. Like, would I destroy my record against a young fella who's hungry, that he has a big chance of beating me? I'm not getting paid what I want. And he's being disrespectful to me. Even though I'm going to give him his best paycheck.
You're worried
in
about
life.
being disrespectful. You're going in the ring of getting in your underwear and fighting a man. Are you worried about disrespectful? You think
Look.
John Jones is worried about that?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you.
What did he tell
more.
you?
I'm going to tell you more.
What else did he tell you?
Plus, he's like, look, I'm going to put him in the spotlight.
Did he tell you?
The only reason why we talk about Aspinall is because we talk about John Jones. That's the only fucking reason we
my
know about
God.
that guy. Nobody knew about him.
Dude, just because you're friends with the boy doesn't mean you have to hang off his crotch.
You know why
bro.
we know Aspinall? Because he wasn't the undercard of Pereira. That's the only fucking reason we know about
Oh, that's the only
Aspinall.
reason? It's not because he's knocking everyone out?
No, he's not knocking nobody out.
Okay. So the reason why Aspinall is going to beat John Jones, it's actually probably never going to happen. You see John Jones right now is in Singapore, is out of shape. He looks like me right now. He's hell out of shape.
So you're,
Hell out of
you're
shape.
saying you're out of shape.
I'm not in UFC condition
So
fight.
you're saying you're out of shape.
I'm not saying I'm not in UFC condition shape.
So you're saying
Maybe-
you're not in shape.
Maybe give me 3 weeks.
So
and
you're
I'll
saying
be in
you're not in shape.
maybe give me 3 weeks and I'll be in UFC condition shape.
So you admit you're not in shape.
I'm just saying, I will be in 3 weeks.
So you admit.
I'm just saying, I'll be ready to go in 3 weeks, Dana. Send me time and location.
All right.
Just send me time and location.
All right.
And,
What
so-
else?
and so what about
So, John
Ngannou and Aspinall? Ngannou and Aspinall, bro. Think about that, 'cause I know you're gonna keep yourself headed to that.
Aspinall.
Bro, what's wrong with you? How can you never agree with anything that's like logical?
You
Fight
think
test.
you think Ngannou beats Aspinall?
Yeah.
What the hell no?
Yes. Oh yes, he does.
So for you, the best heavyweight right now is Francis Ngannou.
Okay, let me take it back.
Ah,
Let me walk it back.
Okay.
So I think, let me change this. So I think, okay, let's go with John Jones barely beats Ngannou on a decision
Okay.
because of wrestling.
I agree with that. John
But he
Jones-
doesn't knock him out.
No, he doesn't.
And he beats him on points only.
Yes. And ground control and all that shit
If I was to bet.
that I don't like.
Okay. So the circle is John Jones barely beats Ngannou. Ngannou beats the shit out of Aspinall.
What?
And Aspinall smokes John Jones.
100% bullshit, my
And
friend.
what's the circle then? What's the circle like?
Nah, come on, bro.
That's real. Think about it. Even though you might say, oh, that MMA math. Well, MMA math doesn't matter because what we're doing is styles make fights. Everyone knows styles make fights. What's the power of Ngannou? big bombs. And we've already seen Aspinall gets touched. The Russian Povich or whatever, he cracked him 2 or 3 times in the opening round. But he's got a chin. But Popovich or whatever that Russian dude's name, Popovich?
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever. He tagged him, okay, and he shook him. But he doesn't have the power of Ngannou. Ngannou connects with his power, the motherfucker's dead.
So who's the best heavyweight then? Because you said a circle, so that leaves it at the same place.
Well, right now the best heavyweight fighter we all know is Aspinall. You're gonna put him in 3rd place. I know you. This is the bullshit I'm talking about. That's why you picked John Jones and Ngannou. 2 black guys. You just don't like white people, bro. You're in the USA. Why?
I'm American, motherfucker.
Okay,
What
I
you
know.
talking about?
Yeah, whatever. You got your crooked ass people from Story and King right there in the Tropicana. You got a fake Social Security number. But let's go back to Aspinall's number 1 heavyweight. Who's number 1 heavyweight in you? Who's first, second, and third?
John Jones and Donald Aspinall.
Bro.
Let's say John Jones Aspinall, because Ngannou is no longer in the UFC.
Okay. Well, we're talking about heavyweights, just heavyweights in general.
Yeah, I know.
Which will fights?
That's what I said. Those 3?
John Jones, Ngannou, and you got 3rd place Aspinall.
Yeah.
Dude, I really need to end this fucking chapter right now, this episode, because we're about to fight.
Okay, I know how I'm gonna make you
Tell me.
agree with this.
Never. Aspinall number 1.
What we said, if an elite striker goes to fight an elite grappler, who wins?
Depending on styles and depending on how
No.
elite.
Who wins? Normally, who wins?
Okay, hold up.
I'm talking about elite.
I know.
Elite striker.
But I'm going to say something before that. It depends how elite and depends what type of striker.
The best of the best.
It depends if it's
The
a
best of
kicker
the best.
or an uppercutter or a 1-2.
No, the best of the best.
Best of the best, it depends on the night. And depends on the style.
The guy that you think is the best striker, that guy.
Against a grappler?
Against the best you can think, grappler. Who wins?
But striker has caught the grappler. The striker has caught the grappler also.
Who wins?
Bro, why you get in front of all my fans? You're gonna peer pressure me like this? I'm gonna say, because I'm a grappler, I'm gonna say a grappler.
Exactly.
But John Jones is not the best of the best. He gets hit.
Oh.
Ngannou touches him. Aspinall smokes him. He's too fast.
Exactly. He's a striker.
And a wrestler.
No.
And a jiu-jitsu
He's
black
not
belt.
better. He's
a
not better.
jiu-jitsu black belt.
He's not better than John Jones.
He would do a flying air. He would do a flying armbar on John Jones. Just like my friend Marcos. Remember that flying armbar that Marco did on me? Okay, he caught me. He didn't catch me. But he tried to do a flying armbar on me. That's the same thing that Aspinall will do, but Aspinall will connect it. Boom, in the air.
Nah.
Valió verga.
No way.
Oh, bro.
No way.
Bro.
Well, the point is,
Okay.
an elite grappler beats an elite striker. So,
Most of the time.
yes, most of the time. We see it. We
But
see
not-
it.
not in
Khabib
the Aspinall.
McGregor. We see Khabib McGregor. We see Pereira and Kalaev. And there's so many other. Bas Ruth and Cam Shamrock. With all the best fighters, best strikers, when they
You went back
face
deep
an
with that.
elite.
You went back with that Ken Shamrock.
When they face an elite Raptor most likely will win that fight. Obviously, it's a hybrid because the striker knows a little bit of, like you're saying, a little bit of grappling. The grappler knows a little bit of striking. But at the end of the day, they're going to stick to the guns. So what I'm trying to say is, okay, let's say Aspinall has the hand speed. He's going to try to wrestle him. He's not going to go toe-to-toe. We already saw what can happen with that. Gustafsson was one guy that had great hand speed. He almost beat John Jones.
I think he beat him that first fight.
Dominic Ray is a guy that he had fast hand speed. What happened to John Jones? He's not comfortable with those type of guys. But he's going to go to the ground, or he's going to start using his legs.
Aspinall's style's big ass is very similar as far as hands with Reyes, Dominic Reyes.
In a way, yeah.
Very similar. Now, if you think about it, it's very similar. So, if Dominic Reyes beat the heaven out of John Jones.
He didn't beat John Jones.
Oh, God, bro.
He outstruck him. Who won? If you see the records, who won?
That was great.
Look, that fight
UFC was great.
against Reyes, he won the first three rounds. I agree with that. On striking.
First 3 rounds.
First 3 rounds. It's a 5 round. So in a way, he already won the fight, right?
Correct.
But the thing is, when you're a champion, this is like an unwritten rule. in boxing and MMA.
Okay.
If you're facing a champion, you don't go there to survive. You go there to be the champion.
Okay.
So you cannot just fight 3 rounds and raise your hands and, oh, I want to fight, I want to fight. No, you have to end the fight. And John Jones looked way better than Reyes in those 3 rounds. And he was already a champion.
You
Plus,
just
he has
said...
the better marketing. He has better marketing. He has the best everything. So, but if that fight, let's say, it's 6 rounds, John Jones knocked him out.
No, you know why?
Why?
Because Super Ray is fucked up. He started acting like a little bitch. Started running around, right?
That's what I'm saying.
I know, I'm with you.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
what we're saying is we're comparing styles. Aspinall's style is like Reyes. Yes or no? And Aspinall is already learned.
Yes.
I'm not going to lay off of this guy.
Yes. But
Because he's going to have more conditioning,
Yes.
more energy. He's younger, stronger, faster, quicker.
I'm
John
gonna-
Jones, they
I'm
both
gonna
have a jaw,
ask you-
right? They
I'm
both
gonna
have a
ask
chin.
you 2 questions.
Just ask one at a time, bro.
First
confuse-
one.
Don't get yourself
Do you think John Jones didn't learn from those mistakes? You're right. That's why I'm telling you, experience is a big thing. You already learn from those mistakes. Aspinall has never fought a guy like Jones.
Jones never
He's
fought a guy
never-
like Aspinall.
He fought Reyes and he fought Gustafsson. That's what I'm telling you.
But not that way. They're different, bro.
Oh, it's the same shit.
Bro, how can you tell me it's the same shit, bro?
Plus, that's one. And second one, we haven't seen Aspinall go a 5-rounder against a guy like John Jones, and there's there's nobody that has that unorthodox stance and way of fighting, that fucking ring IQ. There's nobody like that.
You're right. But there's no one like Aspinall either.
No.
Look, John Jones can bring in all those big old heavyweights that he always has, which I really enjoy watching his camp. But there's no one like Aspinall. And Aspinall's got a chip on his shoulder, big time. Like, he wants to smoke this one.
I think that's another mistake for Aspinall. I think he's getting too emotional. I think that's what John Jones wants.
Yeah, he's doing it to him.
He wants it. He wants that emotion. He's not gonna think. He's like, I'm gonna go there, knock him out. It's gonna be fast. It's gonna be ugly. Blah blah blah. That's what John Jones wants.
That's what John Jones does want.
Well, that's what happened with Nate Diaz and Conor McGregor. Nate Diaz got into his skin. That's what happened when McGregor fought Aldo.
Uh-huh.
And McGregor said this when we were in the face-off.
Uh-huh.
He was making pissed off. He was talking all that mad shit. If this was the I don't know what century, I'll come with horses and kill all.
No, that was Aldo.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Diaz.
No, McGregor and Aldo.
Okay.
And that was all the things that McGregor was saying. And Aldo got super pissed off.
Yeah.
And he said in the face-off, he saw that Aldo's hand, his right hand, was he was like his fist was how do you say it?
Clinched up.
Yeah, clinched up. He was like, something told me he's gonna try to knock me out with that punch. What happened? He countered that punch, knocked him out 15 seconds.
Right away.
So I think that's what John Jones is doing to Aspinall. He even changed his profile picture next to a duck with a belt. Like, he's mocking him. He's making fun of Aspinall. He's like, who gives a fuck about you? He's getting under his skin, and this is very dangerous in the fighting game.
He's trolling him like crazy.
Yeah.
And you know what? John Jones was never a good troller. The only time he is a little bit of trolling came out was against
Cormier.
That was
Yeah.
it. Apart from that, like, he was a good fighter, but the only thing we saw outside of him that was funny or entertaining or comical was when he was running into pregnant bitches. Apart from that, John Jones was not entertaining outside the ring. Yes or no? Why are you laughing? It's true.
Yeah, it's true. That's why I left.
That's a cute shirt too. So here, when we come back to me, Aspinall number 1. It's a toss-up, but I'm gonna say between Ngannou and John Jones, I'm gonna say,
Come on, say it.
I don't want to say it, but it's gonna
Say
be
it.
John Jones number
Yeah.
2, and then Ngannou on a bad night 3.
Look, if you say Aspinall, I understand what you're saying, because you don't know about fighting.
Okay, you go.
But I can agree with that. If somebody tells me Aspinall will beat John Jones, I say okay.
I agree.
It's like a 50-50 fight.
You're welcome.
Like, for real.
How is it a 50-50 fight,
Oh,
bro?
we were gonna end the show right now. It's already
No, but
48.
I just
we're
think-
gonna keep going, because keep going.
Okay,
It's
because
not a 50-50 fight.
it's not a 50-50 fight.
It's not.
No, okay. Percentage-wise.
Yeah,
Let's go
percentage-wise.
to power punches. Who's got it?
They're the same for me.
Oh, come on,
They're
bro.
the same for me.
Okay, for you, but not for knockouts. Who's got more knockouts with punches?
Probably John Jones.
No, he's got more knockouts with elbows.
It's the
Kicks.
same shit. It's striking.
No, it's not. It's
striking.
punching. You're talking
Oh,
about
so
punches.
he's not gonna fucking elbow the fuck out of Aspinall.
No, he's not gonna get close enough.
Bro,
He's gonna
please.
the 1-2. What we talk about? The 1-2. Crisp.
He's gonna
That's
throw
what he
that
knocked out
spinning
Popovich.
elbows. He's gonna throw that spinning back
Spinning,
kick.
that spinning
He's gonna-
shit.
The spinning heel
He's
kick.
gonna do no
He's gonna
spinning
fuck
shit,
him
no
up.
spinning
You see
heel.
that? Right here with Super
Yeah.
Message. You were
Steve
crying in
Miocic.
that fight.
I was.
I remember you were like, oh my God, John Jones did a spinning kick. I don't know how the fuck that kick is.
Why you bringing up
Fuck
bullshit,
it.
bro?
Fuck it. I don't like John Jones. I was like, bro, I told you Jones gonna fucked up Miocic, because you were like, no, his wrestling's too good. You were talking the same mad shit right now. Oh, Super Miocic is the best heavyweight. You know, if you go to wrestling range, he's the best. He's a wrestler like me. He's a grappler. John Jones can't do shit. He got fucked up.
Okay, you're correct. But that was a long time ago, bro.
Yeah.
That was just, you got lucky on that one pick. The kicks. Who has better kicks? John Jones?
John Jones.
Okay. Do you think he's going to kick Aspinall?
The
Knowing
fuck
that
out.
Bro, I don't even want to look in your direction right now, bro. I'm just talking like this right now. You actually think John Jones is going to try to kick Aspinall?
Yes.
Maybe from a distance?
Yes.
As a safe kick?
Oblique kick. That's his best kick.
He's going to do that only to try to stay away from Aspinall.
Yes.
Aspinall's not
That's the
going to
whole
give...
point.
Aspinall's going to stay
What's longer?
inside of those
arms
kicks.
or legs? What's longer?
Legs.
Of course, it's the
But
only thing he's gonna
John
do.
Jones knows Aspinall's too quick. He's going to grab that fucking leg, flick it in the air, drop him. He's going to get the seatbelt on him. Whack. And then he's in trouble. He's not even going to get the hooks. Aspinall's not even going to get. He's going to get the seatbelt, and from there he's going to try to choke him. And what he's going to do is he's going to twist his leg this way, so he cross this way, and his neck's going to go that way. And John Jones is going to do what Conor McGregor did.
All right. What else?
And then
Wrestling. Who's a better wrestler?
John Jones not going to want to wrestle. You know why? I wouldn't want to wrestle because he pulled his chest muscle, and it ended the fight for him. So he's not going to want to wrestle. I think he's not going to want to wrestle.
That was not the question.
Okay.
Who's the better wrestler? Who's the better grappler?
If we just go off, okay, I'm going to just make it easy. If we go off the experience, because he's a wrestler, right? In college, I'm going to say John Jones.
Who has more experience?
In the heavyweight division, I'm going to
Who has more experience fighting?
Wait up, when we're talking about the heavyweight division.
Fighting.
Okay, fighting is different from the heavyweight division. If I fight light heavyweight and I fight the heavyweights, it's a whole different ball game. It's different. John Jones has 2 fights. Aspinall his whole career, since he was an 18-year-old kid. He was looking like me. Just a monster. He's a beautiful beast. So, experience in the heavyweights, I'm going to go Aspinall. What? My opinion.
On, man. Look. He beat Lyoto Machida. He beat Shogun Rua.
Lyoto Machida, hold up. Can I stop?
He beat
Can I stop?
Gustafsson.
Stop. Let's go
He
on
beat
my way.
Reyes.
Lyoto
He beat
Machida.
Shogun. He beat Stipe Miocic, who you were saying is the best heavyweight. How do you tell me he beat the best heavyweight in his second fight?
In his time. He was already, he's almost like 40. He was like, DC, of course DC lost. Of course Steve Miocic lost. They were like 40 years old.
He
They're
beat
like my age.
DC twice or 3 times. I don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
So
And DC was already old.
How are you going to say he's not experienced? You know what? I know what's going on.
does have the experience.
No, I know what's going on around here. I know what's going on. You're still fucking sore from your butthole because John Jones beat Cormier. That's what's going on around here. You're like, oh, Cormier was my dude. He beat the fuck out of him.
I got pictures with DC.
I know.
I got pictures of all.
That's it. Right over, so like bling.
Like every time I'm at the airport, flying somewhere, I find DC. And DC's always eating a hamburger. Always, bro. He's always eating a hamburger. That motherfucker's always got a hamburger, some fries. He's like this hunched over his food, like someone's gonna steal his food from prison.
Bro, but I'm gonna
With
say
his bald
something
head.
from Cormier, bro. Even though he's small, he fought the.
He's not small. He's not as tall.
No, he's 5'11".
Dude. Yeah, that's not small. That's not small. And the thick, bro, you see him?
No.
He's like
I'm not saying
like
as
a bear.
Okay, what I'm trying to say.
when I grabbed him and I picked him up, I was like, bro, you're heavy, but
I'm not saying as in a disrespectful way. I'm saying like Mike Tyson type of weight. Mike Tyson was small, but he beat everybody. Cormier was the same.
True.
He was like 5'11". Anybody you put in front of him, he beat him.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Okay. So, John Jones got lucky twice with DC because he was on steroids.
So, anyway. So, the 5 metrics we said, you agree John Jones is better than Aspinall and all those. So, how would you say the outcome?
When did I say that? He was better than those.
I asked you. Power, you said, yeah, John Jones.
No, I did not.
Speed, you said
You're
John
tripping.
Jones.
You're tripping.
Grappling, you said, yeah,
You're
we go to
tripping
this
again.
and this, yeah, John Jones.
Where you come up with this?
Fighting IQ, you said John Jones. So, we say all this. So what's the result?
Aspinall in the second round.
Okay. Let's.
You know,
say,
I'm gonna make it entertaining for you. I'm gonna say Aspinall in the fourth round.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you one more thing.
Okay. That'll be a good question, bro. Because now you
What's the
get paid
percentage?
overtime.
What's the percentage of fight
Oh,
against John
so-
Jones?
okay. Okay.
I say it's a 50-50 fight. Maybe 55 to John Jones, 45 to Aspinall.
I say the first two rounds, if John Jones is able to land a head kick, Aspinall. Or that spinning shit kick that he caught Miocic. Round 3, 4, and 5, all Aspinall. Even round 1 and 2.
Even though he's never been in those type of rounds in his life.
Round 1 and 2, yeah, it don't matter. Fight's a fight. Round 1 and 2, 50-50. What give me that?
No, the fight, the outcome of the fight. What's the percentage for you?
70% Aspinall. 70. Yeah. Don't look at me like that either. Don't worry, Ryzen.
All right. So the best fighter right now for you, heavyweight, Aspinall, by far. That's what you're saying.
Not by far. I'm just saying.
70% is by far.
Well, against John Jones, what about Ngannou? Ngannou's got a big chance. But against John Jones and Aspinall, 70%. But I say Ngannou
Look,
beats Aspinall.
beautiful people that are watching us,
But that's
and
the
listen
fight.
to this podcast, maybe just for me and Ava. Just put a comment you think he wins and why. Don't just put just a name.
And here's another thing. I want to know exactly who do you think made more sense? As
What's
far as
your dog,
logical.
bro? First and foremost, now you're done, bro.
I got a big old pit bull with the body of a pug.
Viewers gonna hate us.
Here's the thing. Everyone knows me. So here's the thing. Who made more logical sense when it comes to the fight IQ? Me or the rooster, the cock of Tijuana? This is Old and New Age Podcast. We out. You can call Alex back real quick. Ya que habló como 4 veces.
No se escuchó. ¿Y estos cómo los acabamos, güey? ¿Eh?
¿Ah? Déjalos, créelo. Ahorita vamos a hacer el español.